Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jurassic Avenger Goji 14, and I'm back. And no, it's been a little while since I did a Jurassic Park movie review. That was, I believe, last week. Yeah, it was definitely last week. And today I just saw Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and yeah, I actually had to wait a week, exactly 1 week, to see this movie. Um, I did say that last week I said I was gonna watch it on Friday, like last Friday, June 22nd, but fortunately had a lot of things to do, and yeah, didn't really have time to, you know, didn't have enough time to go see it until today. And yeah, I just saw it today, and a lot of people were talking about this movie, left and right on the internet. With there's a lot of spoilers and a lot of discussion, and reviews already went in as well. And surprisingly, reviews are actually kind of divided. The audiences seem to like it, kinda, while critics are very mixed about the movie. Now, obviously, this is not a bad, like, sign that, like, oh, you shouldn't go watch this movie because this movie already has some pretty moderate reviews. Nah, dude. If you want to go see this movie, well, go see it for yourself. If you don't want to, then don't go see it. As long as you have your own decisions, as long as you can decide for yourself if you want to see the movie or not. I mean, simple as that. You form your own opinions, you don't need to let other people's opinions influence your decisions. But either way, I saw it today, and I gotta say, I liked it. I actually do like Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I was actually kind of worried that the movie wouldn't be that good. I mean, I had that feeling that the movie would be awesome. Like, I would enjoy it, but then there would be parts of it that I wouldn't really like. Um, you know, like, on one hand, you got the cool dino action, but then on the other hand, you got the characters and the story and all that is just not so good. Went to go see it, went to go see it for everything, action, story, characters, like everything, and I enjoyed it. It was very satisfying. And this review, there will be no spoilers, so I'm gonna keep everything spoiler free and just describe it from a non-spoiler sense. But yeah, what I really liked about the movie is how the story transitioned from scene to scene. Like, really like how the first act was the island. The characters are planning to get on the island, and try to get the dinosaurs out of the island because Isla Nublar is erupting. Now, that's not really a spoiler because we already know that. But, like, I won't go into the spoiler part. I'm just gonna say that. So there are things that happen, and they get the dinosaurs out of there, and they go to the mainland and try to see what they're gonna do with it. And again, not gonna say what they're gonna do. There is a conspiracy that gets involved, and which could unbalance the ecosystem. I would say that. And really like how this plot switches from action adventure to somewhat of a horror, kind of a horror movie, kind of a. I just like that. I don't know. I really like that transition, and how it transitioned from action to horror, like, was very well done. I do like the direction that J.A. Bayona took it. There were some very dark moments. I would say that, when it comes to the horror elements. When it comes to the action, pretty good, actually. I actually thought it was pretty good. It was pretty satisfying. See the volcano blow up, destroying the island, and they're trying to get the dinosaurs out of there. It's ripped out of something from a 1950s, 1960s dinosaur movie. I mean, this movie is basically an homage to the 1950s, 1960s dinosaur movies. Like, it is a throwback to those kind of movies. Kind of like how, if you think of how Pacific Rim is an homage to kaiju, mecha, and anime from yesteryear, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom is a homage to dinosaur movies of yesteryear. And I liked it. I really appreciate how they not only referenced the other movies, in a nostalgic way, like, but they also paid homage to the other dinosaur movies that came before it, before Jurassic Park, of course. Human characters were decent, I would say. I think I would say that they're on the same level as Jurassic World, same level, characters get to the island. It's mostly kind of a plot-driven movie because there's really not enough time given to explain who the characters are. I mean, they do explain some characters, they develop a few characters, like Bryce Dallas Howard, Claire Daring, she does develop, but again, I'm not going to say how, I'm just going to say that she does get some development. Chris Pratt as Owen Grady does have some development, and the other ones are just helping out. I'm actually kind of disappointed how not much. Benjamin Lockwood, who's played by James Cromwell, is not very. He's not in the movie all that much. And again, non-spoiler. Won't say why he's not in the movie. Yeah, he's not really in the movie all that much. And with the little screen time that he had, he's very underutilized. Like, I really thought he was gonna be like he was gonna play a crucial part in this movie, but they kept him to the sideline, and then he goes nowhere. Like, they just, he just does not appear again. Like, after what you call it, after he had that little screen time. And again, I'm not gonna say what happens to him. I'm just gonna say that Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm does come back, and I really like how with the cameo they played. They actually do use him pretty well with the cameo, in my opinion. He does give that ominous like speech of dinosaurs and man, how they can't coexist, and how like he does give that ominous speech in the movie when he's on screen. Like he's in that boardroom Senate area where they're debating on what they're going to do with the dinosaurs as Isla Nublar is erupting. Like, yeah, like basically he gives that speech, like, and again, not saying anything about it. So yeah, I think human characters were decently handled, and there is a plot twist that happens with one of the characters. It's the granddaughter of Benjamin Lockwood, and that's Macy Lockwood. There's a plot twist that occurs with her character, and I actually do appreciate that plot twist. It actually adds a nice layer to Benjamin Lockwood and John Goodman and John Hammond. I almost said John Goodman. John Hammond, it actually goes deeper into their characters, and I won't say what specifically, but it does add a little bit deeper, and I appreciate that plot twist. They didn't just add that plot twist just so that it can be a plot twist. Like, they added it there so that it could affect the other character. It can it dives deeper into the characters of the Lockwoods and John Hammond. Like, it dives deeper into their characters. While the characters aren't necessarily like that complex or that Shakespearean, but their characters are mostly understandable. I think the one character I kind of had an issue with was Justice Smith as Franklin Webb. Not that he's a bad actor, not that he was a horrible character, but sometimes he's just kind of there. He just kind of stands there and just tries to be comedic. He tries to be funny. I mean, it is funny, some of the scenes he does, but then it can be a little annoying. It can kind of backfire, and that's one issue I did had. Like, and it's not really a big issue. It's more like nitpicking, but like some of the characters do actually do dumb decisions. Like, they actually do some really dumb things. And Justice Smith does do some things that are kind of dumb, honestly. The other characters are, straightforward, nothing complex about them. We know that they just come to the island and they just get the dinosaurs out of there. But basically that, like, this movie is paying homage to those old dinosaur movies where the characters are put into these giant set pieces and how they would interact with the dinosaurs, And speaking of the dinosaurs are actually very well handled in this movie. I do like the character Blue, the last remaining Velociraptor, and she does work as a character. She does have sympathy, and she does have she does get developed, and she doesn't just she's not just a dinosaur that roars and just acts like an animal. Like, she acts as a character, a proper character in this movie. The other dinosaurs are pretty cool as well. I do like the Carnotaurs and the Baryonyx, as well as the Allosaurs. Those are pretty cool additions, and they do get some screen time. I would say that. And what they do is, it's pretty cool, honestly. Do like how they use those dinosaurs. While they don't use them that much, and I won't say why, or won't say how, or what, but they don't use them that much. But what we see of them is honestly really good. Like every scene, almost every scene with the dinosaurs, man, it was actually good. Like, this movie did have a sense of adventure with how they go from the island, and then they go to the mainland, and then what they do with the dinosaur. Like, it does have that sense of adventure, that sense of danger, and that sense of how people, the different motivations people have, of what they're going to do with the dinosaurs, Like, it does have that sense of adventure. It does have that, Jurassic Park kind of feel. Well, with the Lost World. Yeah, has that similar premise to the Lost World, how they go to an island, they try to take dinosaurs out of that island and put them to the mainland. However, it's completely different. In the Lost World, you may recall, which is this movie right here, let me, right there, that's the Lost World Jurassic Park. They go to Isla Sorna to try to document the dinosaurs, which is Ian Malcolm's team. Pete Ludwood's team go to Isla Sorna to try to get the dinosaurs out of there and put them to a San Diego Jurassic Park, which is the stupidest thing ever. I mean, now with Fallen Kingdom, it's a bit more motivation, a bit more sense why they take the dinosaurs out of there, because a volcano is erupting, and the volcano destroys Isla Nublar, which again, that's not spoiler, that we already know that. Trailers show that anyways. So yeah, the dinosaurs get the dinosaurs out of Isla Nublar, which has been destroyed by the volcano, and now there are people that are trying to use the dinosaurs for different reasons, not just theme parks or even as preserving them as wildlife. Like, people try to use the dinosaurs as different things. So I do appreciate that, how the dinosaurs, how they went with that direction, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, CGI is actually really good in this movie as well. I do like the CGI. I was a little worried that they would use a little too much CGI, but after looking at those behind the scenes, they did utilize animatronics, and those animatronics are very noticeable. Actually, I did notice a lot of the animatronics, especially with the T-Rex and the other dinosaurs, especially the Indoraptor, and we're gonna get to the Indoraptor later. But yeah, the CGI and the animatronics actually do look really good in this movie. There's actually a few times when the CGI doesn't look that good, and that occurs like 2 times in the movie. Yeah, it's like it starts at the middle of the movie and then at the end of the movie. Like, those are the 2 areas where the CG doesn't quite work, and I won't say what, but yeah, there are a few scenes where the CGI doesn't quite work. The animatronics look really good. Like, I'm actually surprised that they did use animatronics in the movie, more so than the first Jurassic World, which is right here. You may recall that they used a lot of CG. In Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, they did certainly use more practical effects, more animatronics. And I was going to get to the Indoraptor, and Indoraptor is really cool. I really like the Indoraptor. It's not just Indominus 2.0. It does have its own, it does have its own personality compared to the Indominus Rex. Indominus Rex was an animal that was dysfunctional. It was in isolation for so long, and it acted all crazy because of how dysfunctional it was. It was raised in isolation for so long that it had no social abilities with the other dinosaurs, and which is why it went rogue. The Indoraptor, on the other hand, was because they got the DNA from the Indominus. It still kind of has that antisociality, but this time the Indoraptor does think a lot more. It does have more of a personality, and it does, like I said, it does use thinking. It does, do things that honestly I wouldn't expect the Indoraptor to do. It actually does some crazy stuff. So yeah, guys, Indoraptor was really cool. CGI and animatronics are great. Once again, characters are decent. Plot was really good, and I did like the direction. I did like some dark moments, the dark moments that were in the movie, even if they were at the end of the movie. And there was something emotional that happens. Like, when they leave the island, bro, something really sad happens. Like they leave behind someone, and I won't say who it is, but yeah, dude, that scene was actually that was actually kind of sad. What happens once they leave the island, they realize that they left somebody else behind, but I won't say who it is, but yeah, they do leave someone else behind, and that's actually kind of sad what happens right there. Forgot to mention that, but yeah. And yeah, pretty good. I was so satisfied with the movie. I would give the movie a 7.5 out of 10. If you want to go see it, well, go see it. I mean, as long as you're not being influenced by other people's opinions that, oh, the movie sucks, don't go see it. Yeah, as long as those kind of people don't affect your decision, then it's all good. But like I said, I like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Once again, it's not as equal to the first one, I doubt anything can compare to the first one, because, well, first one is a product of its time, and nothing else can ever come close to it. But yeah, but it is really good. It's certainly better than these two. I would say it's at the same level as this one, except Fallen Kingdom does have some improvements over the first Jurassic World. I would say that. But yeah, I like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I had a ton of fun with it. You know, I would like to check it out again, hopefully. So that's my review. Those are my thoughts. Well, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. You know, also feel free to subscribe. You know, and like. And yeah, see you next time.